My friend, congratulations on registering for the live event. You're here because you want to learn how to get more traffic, more sales, and more time off. You want to become the hunter instead of hunter. So you've taken this action step, and I'm so glad that you're here. Now, first and foremost, one thing you want to make sure that you do is that because you're registering for this event, make sure you bring your pen and pad. You're going to be gaining massive use value, and I want to make sure that you write it down. Take notes, because the information you're about to share is so underground, your competition isn't doing it. So make sure you bring your pen and pad so you can take notes. Now, this is a live interaction, webcam to webcam. You can ask me any questions. This is a surgery. Ask me any questions concerning your marketing, concerning your business, and you'll be able to interact with me. This isn't just via a chat function. You'll be able to see me and be able to hear me. I'll be able to actually answer your queries, and your business will soar after attending this event. And of course, like I said, make sure you're aware of the time on this page of your event. Come 10 minutes early so your seat is secured. And finally, as you can see below, insert for your SMS reminder alert. Because we lead very busy lives, we can obviously register for things, but we don't attend because we just, I just forgot about it. So make sure you get the SMS text alert. Insert your name, your contact number, and you get that text alert as well when the event goes live. But what I want to say to you finally is, look, take massive action. Don't drop the ball. Bring your pen and pad and make sure you're in the right frame of mind to take your business to the next level. Look out for the emails that I'm going to be sending you as well, which explain further about what's going to be coming on the event as well. God bless you. This is Nathan Salmon, aka Capital Visions.
CHARTFORDS, established in 2008, have pioneered a unique business opportunity and cashback reward program. If you buy a piece of art for $200, you are awarded a free point in the CHARTFORDS loyalty program. This in turn will entitle you to $1,250 back in cashback rewards over and over again. And yes, you did hear me correctly there. You will be entitled to $1,250 back in cashback rewards over and over again. There are all sorts of benefits of joining CHARTFORDS, and I'm going to run through a few of those now. First of all, you buy and you receive a tangible asset. Now, as you already know, this asset comes in the form of limited edition art, or perhaps original art. And I can tell you it is of a fantastic quality as well. Secondly, everybody within CHARTFORDS is absolutely equal. There is no favoritism whatsoever. Whether you join CHARTFORDS in 2008 or whether you're going to join tomorrow, everybody gets the same benefits in CHARTFORDS. This system is 100% sustainable. It is always solvent. CHARTFORDS never pay money out until they have received the money in, and because of this, the company is always solvent. CHARTFORDS pay out twice monthly. Now, this is unheard of in network marketing circles, and I'm sure this is peace of mind for you. CHARTFORDS actually pay out on the 14th and the 28th of every month, and since the company began in 2008, not on one single occasion have they missed this commitment. You'll be delighted to know that this business can in fact be passive for you. That means you do a little bit of work now and it continues to pay you well into the future. However, if you want to become involved and become an active member, well, the incentives on offer are absolutely enormous. And I'm going to run through some of those with you now. At the moment, CHARTFORDS only operate one plan, and that is called the cashback plan. And as I previously mentioned to you, when your point completes, you get a very nice $1,250 in cashback payments straight into your bank account. Now, what I can tell you is that on the 28th of January 2014, there's going to be a little bit of change within CHARTFORDS, and it is fantastic news. First of all, I can tell you that the cashback plan will increase a little bit up to $1,350 in cashback payments. But here is the fantastic news. There are two new plans. They are going to be called the Ruby plan and the Sapphire plan. And when your point completes in the Ruby plan, you're going to get a whopping $2,250 back in cashback payments. And when your point completes in the Sapphire plan, you are going to get an absolutely unbelievable $4,250 back in cashback payments. And when you add all this together, it comes to a colossal $7,850 back in cashback payments. And if you've qualified for these plans and your point completes through the system, that is the amount of money you will receive in cashback payments. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that when your point completes the cashback program, you get a free point back in the cashback program. When your point completes the Ruby program, you get 3 points, 3 free points that is, back in the cashback program. And when your point completes the Sapphire plan, you get 6 free points back in the cashback plan. That's a total of 10 free points back in the system, which is the main reason why nobody ever leaves Chartfords. And just let me remind you, if you hadn't thought about it yet, 10 times $7,850 equals $78,500 in cash back payments direct into your bank account. And of course, this all comes from the free points that Chartfords awarded you. Just in case you think Chartfords hadn't incentivized you enough, well, now is probably a good time to tell you about the support bonus that is on offer. This support bonus actually pays 10 generations deep, and it ranges in amounts from $200 for your first generation in the cashback plan, $1,000 for your first generation in the Ruby plan, and a pretty impressive $1,500 for the first generation in your Sapphire plan. So along with the amazing amounts of money that you can earn when your point completes, you have a pretty impressive support bonus to go with it as well. Well, of course, if you want to receive those wonderful payments of $7,850, you need to qualify for the relevant levels. And to qualify, this is what you have to do. First of all, you have to acquire 10 free points yourself in the system, which in a nutshell means you need to buy $2,000 worth of art, and Chartfords will award you 10 free points. Then what you need to do is you need to introduce 3 people into the business who will do the same as you and come in with 10 points each. So if you introduce Tom, Dick and Harry and they all come in with 10 points, you will then become a Ruby member, which qualifies you for the payments of $2,250 when your point completes in the Ruby program. Of course, that is on top of the $1,350 you've already received from the cashback program. The next thing you have to do is you have to help your team members do exactly the same as what you have done. So Tom, Dick and Harry also have to introduce 3 people into the business. So when Tom introduces 3 people who also come in with 10 points, he will also become a Ruby member. When Dick does the same and he introduces 3 people who also have 10 points, he becomes Ruby, and of course the same applies to Harry. And then what happens? When you've got 3 rubies beneath you, you will become a Sapphire member. And of course that entitles you to the payment of $4,250 when your point in the Sapphire program completes. And as I previously said, when you add all these payments together, that means your original point in the system will have earned you $7,850 in cashback rewards. Now, I appreciate that I might have made that sound pretty simple, but why should we overcomplicate matters? We are not talking rocket science here. We are quite simply talking about introducing 3 people who introduce another 3 people, and you will qualify for the Sapphire level in Chartfords. I keep mentioning the figure. That will entitle you to $7,850 in cashback payments to you. Of course, there is a key to making this work, and here it is. It's no good you soldiering on your own and struggling to make it work. You could well make it work on your own, I'm sure you will. However, if you are part of a team, you will absolutely steamroller this. You will fly along with this business. You need to become part of a team. If you don't become part of this team, I strongly suggest that you become part of another team. If you're part of a team, you will succeed. Now, my mission is to build as many Ruby positions as I can within this team. Now, don't forget as well, once you start a team, you are the first member in your team. So if you take a look at this example here, as you can see here, we are building a team of rubies, and look what happens when each new member comes in. Look what happens here. The person above them becomes a sapphire. Now, there's absolutely no reason whatsoever why that person shouldn't be you. This is a very straightforward business model. Now, I tell you what I'm not going to do. I am not going to give you my username so that you can sign directly beneath me, because that is not what I want. I said to you a moment ago that my mission is to build a team of rubies. If I in fact gave you my username and you joined directly below me, of course financially that would be great for me. I would get all of these wonderful support bonuses, but that's not what I want. I need to build a team of rubies. So this is what I would like you to do. I would like you to contact me directly.
Hi, Steve McGarvey here again. As you know, I've been talking a lot about CHARTFORDS over the last few days, and I was talking to one of my friends, and he said that he really liked the site, he liked the artwork, he was quite happy to put a little bit of money in, but he said, Steve, you know, I'm never ever going to get paid. I'm never going to get paid. I'm not going to go and recruit people. I'm not going to tell my family, friends, work colleagues, you know, it's just not for me. Unless, of course, you can prove otherwise, that I could be passive, do nothing, not introduce anybody, and still get paid. Well, is that realistic? And if it is, what evidence do we have to show? I want to have a look at Tiger Shark's account. I have no idea who Tiger Shark is, but they are going to be an incredibly happy person in the next 14 days. If you see on row 4 here, all these points have come into the system sometime in the last 2 weeks, and they are in the process of cooling. That's your 14-day money-back guarantee, in other words. So in 2 weeks' time, from whenever these came in, they will turn this burgundy colour. They'll be locked into the program, and it will generate a payment for Tiger Shark and also Gemini 38 and Gemini 40. Well, what's interesting about this? Well, Tiger Shark, this is their 50th point, and it means if we scan to the left, let's try that again, we'll see that all their points, all their even points up to 50, have got 4 levels covered on them now, with the green points that have come into the program, which are cooling. But it means all these points here are going to pay out, guaranteed going to pay out within the next 2 weeks. And we've got something like at least 20 points here that are going to be cooling over the next 2 weeks. So they're going to have a payment out of around about, well, oh, there's, well, strudel now, but it's going to be about, I think, $12,000. So happy days indeed. Finally, one last thing to show you. If we have a look at, I think it's C1, oh, gone too far. C1, yep, there we go. And their 10th point. So today is the 10th of January. We have a look at C1, their 10th point. This is actually the last point in the program as we stand today. So this is on layer 14, position 6,275. So you'll be able to check later when you open your account and have a look and see how far that the plan has progressed. So there we are there. That is the very last point in the program on the 10th of January. It's now 1:30. So I hope this recording has been of some use to you, and we look forward to seeing you in the program. Just a quick addition. I did this recording, well, I started it on the 10th of January, and it's now the 14th of January, and we were talking about Tiger Shark, totally passive member. I made quite a schoolboy error actually on my arithmetic. I said they were going to make about 10 or 12,000 sometime in the next 2 weeks. Well, in actual fact, all those points on layer 4 have already cooled. That's 4 days later, so they must have been in the program for around 10 days when I did the recording. But just have a quick look with me. All these black ones on the bottom starting at 2, so that's each one of these is $1,000. So there's 1,000, 2,000, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and I do believe there's Toronto. So in actual fact, in the last 2 or 3 days, $25,000 has dropped into the account of Tiger Shark, a totally passive member, and we can tell that as they have absolutely no income from any other member. Well done, Tiger Shark. Somebody had the head screwed on at the time that they joined. They put in, I think, $10,000. Well, they've just had $25,000 out this week. Happy days indeed.